So I made it through my second bottle of the Glutathione Gold. I have one more pill to take, and I will take that today. I mean, so far, so good. I really like them. I think it's way easier than liposomal. If I was starting out with this, I would double up on the dose. So instead of taking what I'm doing right now, which is just 600 milligrams a day, I would take maybe anywhere between 900 or maybe 1200 milligrams a day, because I think I definitely saw like a huge boost just over the last 2 months, but mostly with like undertone. I can't say there's been any like color change, but there's definitely been a difference in my undertone, and with that I've just been very happy, but it's still too soon to like see any radical changes. So as I was saying, like for something quicker, I would definitely take maybe 3 pills a day or take 4 pills a day. I like the Glutathione Gold ones just because it's like 300 milligrams per pill, and so far like that's one of the highest S-Acetyl glutathione dosages that I've seen. I think there's one other company who I think they have, it's either 300 or 400. That might be the Santiva company, I'm not sure. I haven't really used them, so I don't know much about that brand. Another thing with the S-Acetyl, definitely if you have issues getting out of the bed in the mornings, take this, like put it right next to you, like right on like your bedside, and take it to help get you out of bed in the mornings. Like I think it works really well on an empty stomach because your body basically digests it easier, well, quicker I should say. I don't know about easier, it just digests it quicker, and also it will just give you a little boost. I mentioned in another video that I started taking my second dose because I broke it up, the 300 milligrams in the morning, 300 milligrams at night. So I started taking, instead of at night, like in the afternoon, so like around that 3 o'clock, 4 time frame, that's when I'll take my second dose, and I go ahead and I take my second dose of glutathione along with all the other pills that I'm on. So it's like the lysine, the NAC, of course vitamin C, and I've been taking around 3 or 4, and it's really been helping me, like, I don't know, just get that extra energy to carry out the day. Because like I notice sometimes like I start to slow down around those times, and I'm more of like morning getting things done, and then like, you know, I just kind of like get slower, but it definitely helps me just get through it and like not need anything like caffeine or, you know, B12. And so I've really liked that. So it's funny, like the longer I'm on this stuff, the more I'm figuring out how to use it, and basically just how it helps me. I definitely do think there is a definite advantage to taking glutathione. You already hear people sing its praises, like about what it does for their immune system, and not to mention like the brain fog. For the vitamin C, I believe I did mention before that I did cut back on how much I've been taking, and I don't know if I want to like add it back. Okay, so before I was doing the 4,000 milligrams, and now I just cut it down to 2,000 because I was bruising very easily, and bruising easily on vitamin C, I found some stuff saying that sometimes it is a lack of vitamin C if you're bruising easily, but also if you're taking large amounts of vitamin C, which I mean liposomal vitamin C, like already, like that is a lot because your body's actually able to process it all. But yeah, if you're doing that, then it'll thin your blood and making it to where like you could just like run into like the edge of your bed and you would bruise. So it doesn't take a lot. And so I had those big ugly bruises, and my camera died. But since then I have not had any other bruises like that, and so I think it might actually be in direct correlation with how much vitamin C I was taking. 4,000 milligrams of liposomal, that is a lot, especially if it's liposomal. I mean, even taking 1,000 grams of liposomal, it's still more than taking 1,000 grams of like that emergency packet of vitamin C, because it actually gets into your bloodstream. And just to be honest, I think I want to go back on it because if I check my phone, I'm pretty sure I made the video about the bruising maybe 2 weeks ago or maybe longer. And I will say in real life, just in person. That's one of the only things that I've changed. You know, I've been on the NAC for a month now. I've been on the milk thistle for longer than that. I've been on the glutathione gold for 2 months. I'm still on MSM. I've upped my dosage to half a teaspoon, so it's 2,000 milligrams. The only thing that I've stopped is like some days I'm not taking my collagen, and I told you guys it definitely affected my acne. My skin is still trying to, especially on my chin, oof, it's so textured, it's like mountains, like I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know, it's just the bumps and everything, but yeah, the vitamin C, I feel like my skin was a little brighter when I was taking the extra vitamin C. I don't know how, because like I know if you use topical vitamin C, like a good vitamin C serum or something like that, it'll brighten and it'll help get like the dead skin off. But yeah, that's the only thing that I've done different. And like I noticed, like I still love my skin, but just over the last few weeks, like I feel like it isn't as I don't know, radiant. I know this sounds so stupid, but hear me out. It's just something that in person I noticed. So it's like, was that extra 2,000 milligrams of liposomal vitamin C really doing that much for me? You know, it just might. It just might have been. So I don't know. I'll like, obviously I don't want to be bruising like crazy. Thankfully I haven't been doing anything too crazy to bruise again, so I don't know, I'm just gonna add it back, and then in a few more weeks I'll say yes, it was the lack of those extra 2,000 milligrams of liposomal vitamin C or not. Because yeah, there definitely is something about internally taking vitamin C that definitely does show from the inside out with your skin. And honestly, that's the only thing I've been doing differently, and so it's like it has to be the vitamin C, and that's why I don't feel it's as radiant. It's still glowy and everything, but I don't know. This is just me talking out loud. Oh, update on that boric acid. So the video I made on the boric acid, I said after I had found a few girls talking about what it does for like removing odor, said I was going to use it at the end of like my cycle, because usually that's when like I just do not feel fresh. But also it's like, it depends on like, are you wearing pads, are you wearing tampons? Like obviously if you're sitting in a pad for like 2 hours, obviously you're not gonna feel fresh. But basically I took one, and they're the suppositories. I do not have a suppository applicator, and I think online, like on Amazon, you could like order some, or it's like, I think once upon a time you could get one like from Walmart. Obviously there was something else that comes with it, but it was like $4. I tried to look, because like it was recommended to me to like go to Walmart, look for it. It's like $4, and obviously just throw out the tubing of whatever cream they were selling and use the applicator, the suppository applicator. But anyways, I couldn't find it, so anyways I was just putting it up there myself, which it still worked for me obviously, but I think you're supposed to get it as far in as you can. So I would recommend getting a applicator. I'm gonna order some applicators and whatnot, and yeah, I think you can clean them and you're able to like wash and reuse them. But yeah, I used that at the end of my cycle. It definitely helped. So it's so interesting how that works. I would have never like guessed, like I don't know how it does what it does, but yeah, if you guys just like go through the reviews, and like that's for any brand, like I found good things about all the brands, to be honest, like just people, how it's like really changed their life, and people who just had BV, or maybe they had recurring yeast infections or odor issues that were like really weird. So it's like it definitely does what it's supposed to. But yeah, Boracap, that was just the first brand that I've tried, and yeah, I love it. It's like one of those secret feminine hygiene fun facts that I think everyone should know.